Hello class, my name is Alexis Carabinas and this is my Module 10 reflection. Question 1 asks, what experiences have you had with interactive technologies as a student or teacher? Although I'm not a teacher yet, I'm sure I'll be using all of the interactive technologies that we have learned in this module, but as a student, I'm part of the generation where we started to really integrate technology into the classroom besides computers or laptops, so to speak. I remember reading in this module about the computer cards, and when you saw those computer cards, you were either taking a test or you were learning how to type, at least in the elementary school setting. More tests as you got along, and then computers and laptops and desktops were added to every classroom, and slowly but surely, every location had a computer, even in the physical education department, mainly for the teachers, but you get my point. I've used the clickers before for testing and studying techniques. Promethean boards are still a whirlwind to me. I still have classrooms where they just have chalkboards, but Promethean boards really connect to from the laptop or desktop that teachers are assigned to the board, and it gives the students a wider range, I guess, to learn from in the classroom. Sometimes whiteboards or chalkboards can be erased very quickly, or it's very messy and hard to read, but a teacher could type straight from their desk and everything would show up in the exact size everyone needs to see, colors for everyone to really focus on, that kind of thing. And speaking of that, that is the interactive whiteboard slash remote that I would choose for my classroom for those reasons. And as an art education person who's becoming an educator, although I would say we have not a lot of technology, so to speak, but it's gaining more and more. Promethean boards or projectors really give a crisp, detailed examples of line, color, shape, the elements of design, and they can really help the students and bringing that element to a bigger scale. Sure, I can demo all of these aspects to them in person if it is a smaller or rural classroom or um, school. But if I'm teaching a big classroom of like 30 kids who can't see everything that I'm doing, I'd rather do it on a larger scale where they can see me on a Promethean board. Uh, which interactive app did you like the most? I believe I remember reading about Kahoot, and I've done Kahoot since I was in middle school. Kahoot is like a game, but for studying, and it really makes the kids eliminate that they're studying for a test or a quiz. It makes them get competitive and collaborate, and seeing their name on the top 5 on Kahoot and see who's getting knowledge, and who's not getting knowledge. And those kids that aren't showing up on the top 5 can go to those kids who are making the top 5 and ask them for some study tips, like how do you remember these things? Is it just a guess? That kind of thing. So, in that retrospect, if I could choose just one for my classroom, what would you choose? I think I would choose the Promethean board, just because it's a large investment that'll last me for years, but I can use the app. It should be a free app, I believe, but mainly if that's not for students, then it shouldn't be a small price to pay. Question 3, what were your thoughts and what did you learn from reading the Scott, Falls, Clark, and Peterson article? I learned that they, like us, agree that technology is integrating in schools more and more, and clickers really bring the classroom together. It's almost like Kahoot, but it's almost more serious. I remember when they first brought the clickers out to the classrooms, and we were all crazed and excited about what was happening. But then there was a lot of problems. I remember we would have a lot of errors in the clickers, or they wouldn't work, or we'd have to switch them out. Some people use the clickers for quizzes in the classrooms, and when those malfunctions happened, that can, have effects on the students and the grading process. Do you think you would have similar results if you utilize clickers in your classroom? I mean, I feel clickers are a bit too serious for my classroom. That um, I'm more of a paper pencil type of person when it comes to quizzing or anything like that. But I mean, sure, I could use it, but it wouldn't be pertinent to my area of expertise. Yes, there's some grading and skill sets that we need to be testing on, but it's mainly producing artwork and learning those skills through production. What were your thoughts? I think that's it. Never mind. Thank you.